How to prevent being house poor. I would say the first thing is get your finances in order. And that is step one is a personal budget. When I graduated pharmacy school and became a pharmacist, I was horrendous with money. The first time I ever created a budget was to determine if I could afford a BMW. Turns out I could, and then I did that again. I got to the point where I had no delta in my own personal finances. That is the very definition of living paycheck to paycheck. And no doubt, buying a house right now is not the most comfortable thing. It's expensive. The market's gone up. Rates have gone up. Like, I see very uncomfortable mortgage payments that, they're painful. And so start with a personal budget and make sure you've got room left over.
Yeah.
Because you need margin in your life for when something goes wrong. Or when you want to take a vacation. You don't want to put that on a credit card. You want to be able to pay cash.
Yeah.
And
I think just because the lender qualifies you for a certain amount doesn't mean you have to spend it, right?
Correct.
You need to really look at your budget and see what's comfortable, what does, like you said, allow you some cushion, because we know home ownership entails some investment. It's not only when you purchase, it's, the AC goes out or, this or that needs maintenance. And so you always have to be prepared to be able to put a little bit more money into the house on a regular basis.
Yeah, and then let's say you've got a down payment, savings account for your down payment. At the end of closing, you want to make sure you've still got some left over, right? Don't use every penny to buy a house, because if you don't have a reserve of cash, that's when you get caught. That's when you get in painful scenarios where, wasn't expecting that. Emergencies tend to happen when you don't have an emergency fund. So making sure that you've still got some reserves in the tank.